of patriotism in America today. A recent TIP poll asked responders, how proud are you to be an American? 44% responded extremely, 23% very, 15% moderately, 8% slightly, 6% said they're not proud, 4% said they're not sure. Joining us now to discuss, presidential historian Craig Shirley. Craig, you've seen this country go through the Vietnam War. You've seen us go through 9/11. You've seen all the political clashes in recent years. So give me your take, if you will, sir, on the state of Americans and their relationship with America.
I think actually, Rob, you know, it's pretty good. You know, this July 4th, July 5th, excuse me. There is some breakage. There is some, you know, like Staten Island wants to become its own state, and 3 counties in Oregon want to join Idaho and things like that. But we've had this type of situation before for the last 200 years, where states and counties and groups of people wanted to break away from the country. But the country remains pretty strong as compared to other republics, which do tend to break apart. Greek, Roman, French Republic, the English Republic after Oliver Cromwell, all broke apart after their 3rd century. The United States in its 3rd century is still pretty durable. There's some fraying at the edges, but I think it will stand the test of time.
But Craig, what about, you know, some of what people call the mainstream media? I was taken aback by some of the headlines that I saw yesterday on July 4th, when we're supposed to be celebrating America's birthday and our independence, and our patriotism is supposed to be on display. But you had the New York Times saying that our flag is partisan. You had the Washington Post trying to cancel Lady Liberty. You had NPR attacking the Constitution. You had National Geographic saying that fireworks are racist.
Yeah, well, fortunately, Heather, very few Americans are reading those newspapers. More Americans are watching, you know, you and Bob, or watching or getting the news from talk radio, or reading, you know, conservative websites. Is that they speak. The New York Times has a minuscule circulation. The Washington Post has an infinitesimal circulation, and they're simply talking to their own people about what the same thing they've been talking about for the last 40 years about their hate America agenda. They don't reach beyond that. They don't reach a new constituency, so they're pretty isolated. I think the majority of Americans, I feel confident saying a vast majority of Americans would disagree with them. The vast majority of Americans don't read them and really don't care about their opinion. You know, the New York Times, you know, has editorially endorsed every Democrat running for president since Teddy Roosevelt's day. And yet many Republicans have actually won in the face of not being endorsed by the New York Times. The same thing goes for the Washington Post. So people don't, they judge for themselves. That's part of what makes America great, is
Craig,
common
we're
sense.
short on time. We're short on time, but I had to get your response to the Cori Bush tweet, the Congresswoman, Democratic member of the Squad, saying, when they say that the 4th of July is about American freedom, remember this, the freedom they're referring to is for white people. This land is stolen land, and black people still aren't free. I wanted to get your, as a historian, your thoughts.
Yeah, but the tweet was made by a black woman. You know, she's free. She's free to speak her mind. She's free to have the will of her brain to say what she wants and feel what she wants. So I don't know what she's talking about, quite frankly. Is that July 4th was eventually made for all Americans, black and white, male and female. And that's the beauty of this country, is that we're always in search of a more perfect republic. We're always in search of expanding human freedoms, and we're constantly doing that, and that's what makes this country so special.
Yeah, Bob, I know that you had a lot of opinions on that as well, that tweet that she sent out.
Yeah, it's preposterous, just like Craig saying. She's a free woman. She was free to run for Congress. She was free to express her opinion. I mean, that's part of what makes our country great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Craig Shirley, thank you so much for joining us.
You bet. Happy 5th.
Yeah, happy 5th. Well, coming up, and this is a horrible story. I heard about this over the weekend. Another adolescent